How can I improve my pronunciation, asks Prince. Prince, I would suggest that if you want to improve your pronunciation, obviously first you've got to speak a lot. So every chance that you get to speak English, I would suggest that you do it. Secondly, I would say ask people to correct you. Don't just wait for people to misunderstand something or mishear something and then ask, what do you mean? But if you know the people relatively well, and it's not like a situation where you've got to be very quick, like if you're buying something, you can't really say, can I practice my English with you while I buy this from you over 30 seconds? But I would ask people that I know. I would always say, can you please just correct me if you have time or the patience? Can you correct my pronunciation if that's what you want to work on then and there? Aside from that, a trick that really works for me is practicing on my own. So, for instance, okay, I want to practice how to say for instance or for instance. I don't know how to really say it. I might look it up. I might look it up online. I might hear someone say it, and then I'll repeat again and again and again. For instance, for instance, for instance, for instance, for instance, like I get the feeling of what it's like in my mouth, and I do that again and again and again with things that I'm going to say all the time. So if I want to say things like, how are you going? But I know it doesn't sound like, how are you going? I would sit down after I hear people saying it and then practice saying, how were you going? And especially that connected flow of a language. So I would sit there, I do this with French, Spanish and Portuguese at the moment, where I sit there and actively think all the time when I'm practicing these sentences, how do I better push the words together to make it flow? To really speak with clear pronunciation, but at the same time to speak more naturally, because you sound like a robot if you split things up. So that's another thing. If you're unsure, try and find it online or find examples on TV, in audiobooks. Hear people repeat as well. If you're on your own and you're listening or you're watching something on TV and you hear someone say something and you're like, oh, that's a good line, I might pause and then practice my pronunciation. I guess the main thing though is just do as much as you can on your own. That's the biggest thing that a lot of people face when they're not in a country that speaks English. I don't know where you live, but if they're not in the country where that language is spoken, they often listen, they read, they watch, they write, but they don't speak. They don't speak because, one, they're nervous around other people, which is partly because they don't do it enough anyway. And two, they think I don't need to because I'm not around other people. So if I'm alone, why would I use English? This is the perfect time to be practicing, guys. I do this all the time. If you're on your own and you want to practice English, especially if you're having it, projected towards you, if you're listening to it or you're watching it, repeat, repeat, repeat. And your pronunciation will actually really improve despite there being no one around, despite you being on your own, despite you being alone. The more you use your mouth, like the more push-ups you do, the better you get, And you don't need to do push-ups against someone else. You get to do them alone and you build up that muscle. Anyway, I hope that helps, mate.
G'day guys, thanks for watching the video. Remember, if you want to support the channel financially, you can do so via my Patreon page, which is linked in the description below. If you can't afford to support the channel financially, you can still help by spreading the word and sharing the videos. Thanks so much guys, stay awesome, all the best.